All right, it is time for my next set of TBR picks. Hey everyone, it is Shannon, and I'm here today to do my fourth set of TBR Jar Picks for 2022. I'm really curious as to what I am going to pick so far, and so far things have been, actually, I gotta say they've been a bit bumpy. I haven't done a video for a while because of everything that's going on in the world. This is the first video I'm recording. I don't know if it's the first one that'll go up, but I didn't mean to segue so quickly, but just, I'm not gonna speak about too much about what's going on in the world, other than I feel like it's devastating and horrible and so wrong, and the destruction and invasion of Ukraine. It's unbelievable but believable and important to know what's really going on. And can you know what's really going on? And I'm not an expert, and wow, there's just so much. There is so much. Anyway, I'll leave some resources down below because I am certainly no expert, but I definitely can say that I feel like what's going on is really wrong, and that I hope that there is peace, and I hope that there is peace soon. And one of the wild things that I came across, because I have been watching a lot of things and researching a lot of things, but one of the wild things I came across is that the UN actually has a YouTube channel, so you can actually watch their, I don't know if they have a weekly press conference and stuff like that, and they you can see the proceedings, and I watch people speak out or speak about what's going on before they voted, and so that was really interesting to see, like, the whole international community and responses about that. So that was fascinating. I always like watching announcements, speeches, press releases before seeing commentary and clips. I find it's helpful to have a greater context of things before commentary. So that's actually just one thing that I've found that I know for me it's helpful. And then if you're going to listen to commentary from people that you know and trust. And so, or not, you don't necessarily have to know them personally, but that you trust. So anyway, I am tangenting, but honestly, it's what's going on, so it feels weird to not talk about it. So I'll leave some resources and information that I found helpful down below. And because of that, my reading has honestly been all over the place. There's some days I almost don't read at all, and then there's some days I can't sleep, and so I finish things really quickly. So it's really been all over the place. I do have one carryover from the last time. So from my second set of picks, I did pick The Stone Angel by Margaret, Laurence, and I held it over. In my second set, I read something else because a library hold came in. But with this one, I got back to it for this third set, and I'm only halfway through. I really thought I was well into it. I was anticipating finishing it this week, but yesterday I was supposed to get to page 177, and I only got to 160. So I'm reading it slower than expected. The good news is it's really good. It's really good. I am really enjoying it. Now I feel very centered in the story and the characters, so that helps. And I have seen the film, but I don't remember the film that much, with the exception of the protagonist. I don't remember the story or the characters around the protagonist that much. So anyway, I was toying with the idea of whether should I or should I not pick another title from this jar, which is my everything else or literary fiction or realistic fiction. But I think I will, because one, it might encourage me to finish this, which of course I will, eventually, but usually Canadian fiction takes me 2 to 4 months, so 3 weeks was optimistic, which is actually, but everything else I have sort of finished within the sort of 3 weeks parameter, so I think that has been good. But I am going to pick from this one because sometimes I take a week break between my TBR jar picks, but I want to do the currently reading focus in May again, and to get 2 more TBR jar picks before that. I can't take a break week. So if I pick something from this jar and I don't finish it, I'll have to carry it over in the 5th set. Wow, that got way too much in the minutia of it. Sorry, that's where my brain is. I'm not that focused, but I'm doing my best, and I think I've tried to film this several times, so we are just gonna keep on going. So I have my 4 jars here: nonfiction, romance, speculative fiction, and everything else. So let's start, as always, with nonfiction. You write letters. Letters are nonfiction. I guess you could write fiction letters. That might be fun to have like a fictional letter writing, I don't know, pen pal. That's not what I'm doing, but oh, okay. I have to put this lid back on. It's too heavy. Okay, so here we go. Nonfiction pick for this fourth set is something over myth and magic. Okay, it's a heavy one. Oh, stretch. Hold. Oh, okay, that's over. Oh. Okay, this feels like the right one. Myth and Magic, the art of John Howe, designer of for the Hobbit films, forward by Peter Jackson. So this actually feels pretty good in terms of timing. That being said, I actually don't know the where my brain was going. So this is an art book. So it's, you know, it's like about the art of the Hobbit, I guess. I actually have no idea if it's so the art of John Howe, designer for the Hobbit. So maybe it might not be exclusively the Hobbit. Wow. I love books like this. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. But I know that the Amazon has a TV series later this year that's something Middle-earth-ish. I don't know. Are you going to watch it? Let me know. I'm trying to figure out if I need to rewatch the movies or not. Like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I don't need to rewatch. I know that one quite well. But The Hobbit, I love the first film, but I didn't love the second and third film, and I think I'm probably in the majority. I'm not often in the majority, but I think I'm in the majority in saying it really didn't need to be 3 films. So why did I buy this book on it? Because I love art books. I love art books so much. I can't wait. Oh, look at that. Spinner of Maelstroms. So this is sterling. So this is so this is my nonfiction pick. Very exciting. It is 140 pages. It's a nonfiction art book and sort of a book to film adaptation book. I might watch The Hobbit after. I don't know. Maybe I'll just watch The Hobbit once. I can't remember. I can't remember if the TV series is like a prequel, if it's set earlier than The Hobbit. I have no idea. If there's any source material it's based on, like there's the whole Middle-earth world. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, let's go. I don't know the answers, so I'm going to stop asking questions. No, when you don't know answers, you should keep asking questions. Okay, next up, speculative fiction. What shall it be? This one's really shallow. Let's turn it. Let's see. This is like a jam jar. I don't think that's what I had in it. I think I had candied oranges. I think that's what was in it. Okay, that's not what I'm going to be reading. No candied oranges. Sister Light, Sister Dark. Oh, goodness gracious. This has just been so good so far. So this, by Jan Yolen. So this is actually a reread for me. This is a old Tor fantasy novel. I read this when I was a kid. I have not read it since. I don't think this is the copy I had when I was a kid. I think I picked this up secondhand somewhere. I saw it in a store and was like, I haven't seen that for a million years, you know. And so I don't even know, one of the most haunting fantasy sagas you will ever read by one of the greatest storytellers of our time. So, this is perfect. And this is also really short. It's 244 pages. There is music. There's music. And don't read the last page. Whoa, that was close. Okay, so this is perfect. I am actually reading a fantasy novel right now, though, so I might have to finish that pretty swiftly or take a break from it. That's one of the challenges, actually, is fitting in other titles around these. That's okay. These are the priority. Okay, romance. Oh, I think this is also, I think it's YA. Or is it not? Or is it just skinny? It doesn't say YA on it. This is when I talk about like paperbacks that I used to get from the library when I was younger. This is the type of book that I mean. This shape, this size. Maybe the font's a bit small, but this is the sort of like old school paperbacks that I used to get from the library all the time. Although I actually think that is an adult. I don't know. It was before YA was a thing, so. All right, let's see what romance I will be reading. What romance will I be? It will be this one. Okay, Loose Lips Sink Ships. Okay, so this one is on Scribd. And this one is YA, which is a little surprising given the cover. I'm pretty sure that it's YA. This is one of the oldest books on my Goodreads TBR. It's 175 pages and it's on Scribd. I don't know anything about it. Dark comedy. And it's contemporary. So that is something, contemporary YA is something that I almost never read anymore. So that will be that. And then, okay, so let's just go for it. Let's go for the everything else and see what we can see. Let's go and let's just pick the top one. Just not even digging. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's like snow, sleet, iciness there. Oh wow. Oh man. 15 dogs. 2 Canadians in a row. Oh, I think Mel will be happy. Mel, are you happy? I think so. 15 Dogs by Alexis. This one is, it's like on all of the lists. It's on all, where is it? Giller winner, Canada Reads winner. I think it's a Governor General finalist, Writers Trust of Canada. This one, I'm not gonna read the back. I think the premise of this one is something to do with, there's dogs in Toronto. Okay, let's just read. Okay, and so it begins. A bet between the gods Hermes and Apollo leads them to grant human consciousness and language to a group of dogs who are overnighting in a Toronto veterinarian clinic. So, I mean, it sounds brilliant. And as I said, it's like on like almost every Canadian list that I have. It's on. So, and it's pretty short. 170-ish, 171. Something like that. Yeah, 171. So I'm looking forward to that. Although having, like, going from back to back Canadian, maybe not the smartest, but it doesn't matter. It's all random. But I'm really looking forward to reading this one. It's been on my radar for a while. I actually got this from a little free library, so I should return it once I finish it, or pass it along. I put something in the library. I don't think it's meant that you're supposed to return the same specific book. Let me know, little free library users, do you do that? I've always wanted to just pass them on afterwards, whether that's another free library or donate it or give it to a friend or whatever, but I don't feel like the expectation is, wow, this paper is really nice. Can you see that? It's textured. I don't think I'm getting the feel for it. Anyway, so, okay, did I do what goals these are, or did I did anything? I am so out of it. Okay, so, all right, Canadian fiction, all of the literary awards, physically owned, little free library, but still a physical book, 170 pages. This one, I actually just want to read it, and it's a reread, so that's unusual, but it is 175 pages, so together those are, it's about 175 times 2, so 350. Then we add in Art and Myth, which is 140, so that gets us to 500 pages, and then we add in Loose Lips Sink Ships. I think I got like all of the really, really, really short ones. Which is 175 pages. Wow, that's 3 that are 175 pages. Oh, one of the, no, Sister Light, Sister Dark is a different amount. I did all of the math wrong. Okay, so, oh, and this is not showing. Okay, and I'm just clicking all of the things. Okay, so, math. Loose Lips, Sink Ships, and 15 Dogs, those are 175, so that's 350. We add in the Hobbit book to get to about just under 500, and then Sister Light, Sister Dark is about 250, so about 750. So, and I think that's good. Whoa. So I have 3 physicals, which will be good to read 3 physical editions, and then also contemporary and read something on Scribd, which is good. I think I finished a fair amount of my Scribd reading, and this is one of the oldest books on my Goodreads TBR. I forgot to say that that's where that goal is. So oldest on Goodreads TBR, nonfiction art, Canadian fiction, and I just really want to reread it. So I actually feel like that's a pretty good set, and I got 2 magic-y ones, and this one's a bit, speculative-ish. I guess talking dogs is not necessarily realistic fiction, but it's definitely literary, even if it's not realistic. So, all right, so those are my 4 set of books that I will be reading. Next, let me know what you would read first, and also feel free to share any resources or things that you do at times like this that you find helpful or informative or welcome distractions. I know I've been watching on Instagram Kitten Faces. They have, I love Kitten Faces, and right now they have, and this is unusual, usually she fosters kittens, but right now she has a pregnant mama cat, and it's going to be time soon. By the time this video goes up, the babies may have been born, but because you can really see them moving around, so that's been sort of some lightness in the world of everything else. I'll leave the link to their Instagram down below. I love Kitten Faces so much. Anyway, so that is my next set of books. I actually am really happy that overall that's a bit of a shorter set. I think I said it's a bit, I did the math several times, so it's 350 plus 150, so 750. Yeah, they've been around, it's been around 800, but I think this actually is more like 730. So that's actually pretty good, especially since I'm still working on this one. And then this one's pretty short, so it might work out. I might, between the next 4 weeks, get both of these, and then the rest 3 weeks. 3 weeks has been good. 3 weeks, and then often getting a break week has been pretty successful, but I can't do a break week if I'm going to do the Currently Reading project. Let me know if you're interested and excited for the Currently Reading May challenge coming back again. I've been doing really well with my reading in terms of overall, like, other than the past little while where it's been like totally like all over the place, but I still need to make some dedicated attention to the books on my Currently Reading if I am going to finish them from the ones from the beginning of the year, if I'm going to finish them by the end of the year, which I do want to do. I don't remember if I ever said that. That's one of my goals, is to finish those. Anything I started that was already started at the beginning of the year, I want it done by the end of the year. That's a different project. We're talking about TBR jars. I'm all over the place. I'm going to sign off because otherwise I'm just going to keep talking. That's sort of how it works, or doesn't work. Anyway, I hope that you're doing well, and hanging in, or both. I don't know how frequent I'm going to be with videos. It has been a challenge. Not doing them is also a challenge, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I did this one, so at least I got this done. So, all right, thank you for watching. Sorry for the really rambly ending, but we made it. We made it to the end. Thanks so much for watching.